I wanted to talk today about the emotional exhaustion that the divine feminine goes through on the twin flame journey. And it is quite intense. Your whole system is going through an upgrade, and we are going through so many changes emotionally. We are digging through all of our core wounds, all of our traumas, all of our even past lives. We are bringing all that up to the surface, and then on top of it, you have this situation with your other body out there, and it's so hard to navigate through sometimes, and the feminine gets seriously exhausted. You're going through the Kundalini awakening, which is, a whole thing in itself. It's pushing everything up to be transmuted. So the exhaustion on the journey is quite intense, and I don't think is talked about very often. So we can really not look after ourselves properly in the first stages of this as well, until we really do come into that space of inner love and true love for the self, and we come into that space where we are really looking after ourselves properly and loving ourselves, and not allowing those energy leaks to siphon all of our energy out as well. Obviously, the Kundalini will take up a lot of your energy, and some of the symptoms can be quite exhausting. You'll just feel like sometimes you just need to go and have a nap, or just rest instead of always go. And that is a part of the process as well. We're sort of eradicating out that fear-based energy of saying that we always need to be doing something, we always need to be pushing forward. That is another thing that this journey will kind of teach you, is that mentality of always go. We can't relax if we're not, that kind of grinding energy, and all of those sorts of things. It will eradicate that out of you as well, because your feminine and masculine energies are coming into balance. So that feminine energy of resting when we need to rest, recharging, and knowing when you do need to have that rest, and you can't, keep pushing your body through certain things. So, and that will look different for everyone, but when we're going through, like I said, especially all the emotional turbulence, the Kundalini, that energy pulsing through the body is really intense. So we need to give ourselves grace in those moments, and those times, and listen to your intuition, and listen to what the body's saying. The body's saying that it needs rest. The body's saying, we're going through all these upgrades. We're shifting our consciousness to higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of frequency, and the body can't do that when it's in a stressed out state. You will still be pushed through the journey, but it's going to make it a lot easier if we surrender and go, okay, my body's telling me to rest. Meditation is key. So we need to be meditating. It's going to help you so much on this path to shift through. A lot of things came through for me when I was in meditation, that otherwise wouldn't have came through. So meditation was huge part of it for me, and I still meditate now as well, because even now, things will still come through. Just because you've reached unity consciousness, it doesn't mean that you stop expanding. Once you reach that unity consciousness place, your consciousness will still continue to expand, but you are in a much better place now. You've eradicated all of that fear-based energy out of the system, and you're not sort of running those things anymore, and you know how to work with the energy, and you know how to transmute that energy out if you do come into another layer that needs to shed, basically, because when you come into unity consciousness, that's great, but it is kind of the start of then a whole new chapter. So meditation is key on the journey, listening to the body, listening to your intuition when it tells you that you need to stop, that you need to rest, that maybe your intuition is telling you that you need to drop down to part-time work, or because in going through this process, some people can't even work at all. Some people completely have to shift their whole working life or rearrange it so it's more suitable to how they're feeling now. Well, these things will happen and will change for you. Sometimes, it comes up that, look, this full-time 9 to 5 now is really not aligning with me anymore. I'm going through all this stuff, and I can't continue to play out these energies and these situations that I previously did. So, making those decisions for yourself, because this journey is about coming into the true, authentic self, and it's about becoming the best version of yourself, and that's, physically, mentally, spiritually. This is a highly, highly spiritual journey, as we all know, and we need to take that into account. We need to be very gentle with ourselves when we're going through the process, because it can be, like I said, very, very exhausting for the feminine. When the feminine reaches a point of complete exhaustion in that chasing energy, the journey will switch as well. So when you've basically given up or reached the point of total exhaustion that you can't continue that chasing energy anymore, you will have a pivotal moment of needing to switch and change. You can no longer operate in the ways that you were operating. It's just so exhausting. It's so misaligned with who you are becoming now, because as your frequency rises, it won't allow you to be in that chasing energy anymore, because the chasing energy and the fear-based energy is the lower frequencies of consciousness. And once you rise up into the higher frequencies, you will no longer be interested in the chasing of the divine masculine anymore. I hope that helps a little bit. I just wanted to touch on it because it is a huge part of it, and it's sometimes nice to know that other people are going through the same thing, and it is a huge part of the journey.